The product is a probiotic, a prebiotic, and a postbiotic. And what that means is that it contains the healthy bacteria that our gut is missing and a prebiotic, which is fertilizer, to help that probiotic grow, and then a postbiotic, which are the compounds created from the two of them that regulate our body systems.
You realize that with the energy, you're motivated and your mind is more clear, and that happens so quick. We're not used to that because we never really knew what feeling better was.
The best part about the product is you can take it for the 30 or 60 days that you have the bottle for, depending on what size you buy. And it will lay the groundwork for something that will set you up for success.
So our podcast is launching, and our goal today is to talk about our company and our product a little bit and to share with you what both of those are. So Original Age was founded not quite a year ago. And actually we didn't even launch. So we had the underpinnings of a company, but didn't launch our product and our actual company. All right. So we are not even close to being a year in the making. And the three of us are partners, and we have an office in Egan, but we also have a warehouse space, and that's where our product is stored and shipped. And that's where we send all of you good people your orders from. So we're going to just do sort of a Q&A today, and we're talking about how people perceive who we are and what our product is. So our product is called Original Biome, and the product is a probiotic, a prebiotic, and a postbiotic. And what that means is that it contains the healthy bacteria that our gut is missing and a prebiotic, which is fertilizer, to help that probiotic grow, and then a postbiotic, which are the compounds created from the two of them that regulate our body systems. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about, so the probiotic piece of it is 10 live strains of bacteria. And the prebiotic, which is the fertilizer, is that is made up of 10 herbs that are specially curated to perform different functions in the gut. So what we're doing today is we're going to talk about those prebiotic herbs, and we are going to ask Jane and Casey what people would say these particular herbs might do based on their name alone. Okay. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, go.
Okay.
It's very nervous.
I do not like quizzes.
But it's not like a quiz. It's like, what do you think other people who don't know would say this particular herb does? Because each herb actually has a separate function. It does each one.
Cook with it.
You can
Good
cook.
thing I'm not a cook. Just
Who's the cook in your house? Your husband?
husband.
I'm the cook in my house sometimes.
One day we'll get there.
So one day I'll get there. That's what I said 5 years ago, and now I'm finally cooking. So it is officially one day.
I'm the cook in my house all the time.
Well, yeah. You're the one we get all the recipes from.
All right. So here's the quiz, and I'm going to tell you the herbs in no particular order, and then you can each tell me what you think our customers would say this herb does. Okay?
Got it.
All right. The first one is marshmallow root.
I'm sure people automatically think of the puffy marshmallow, and then they think, oh, is that where we get it from? and probably is my guess. So it's what turns into the like Jiffy marshmallow puff. But that's what I think people would say is that, oh, it's marshmallow stuff, which means it gives everything the like, what are you putting Rice Krispies?
All right. What do you think people think it is? I would say that they something that has to do with repairing the gut, and it's the piece of the puzzle that helps everything stick together. All right, so
That's the point, is that we don't know.
marshmallow root actually is puffy, not puffy literally, because obviously it comes in a.
It's a plant. It's a tree. It's a root. It's like a carrot root thing, right?
But it comes to us to ferment in our product as a powder, okay? But here's what it does. Actually, all of these come in a powdered form to us, and we ferment them for 30 days with the bacteria. That's what creates the compounds. That's what creates our product. But marshmallow root moisturizes and cushions the intestinal barrier.
repair. I got so piece, right?
Makes it slick. And Jane got the cushiony part.
It's fluffy.
Yeah.
Makes your intestinal walls squish.
It cushions your intestinal walls, which is super important. Okay.
This is why I got distracted at my wedding and not a quiz person.
All right. The next one, slippery elm.
You go first. I went first last time.
What do you think people would think that is if you told them slippery elm is in our product?
I do not know.
Off the top of your head, first thing that comes out.
I have no idea. Just slippery elm. You said they're all probiotics, so I'm just going to go with something gut repair. I don't know.
Jane.
I think it makes your intestines like a water slide, like a slip slide.
It
Slide out.
yeah. It coats and soothes irritated tissue with mucilaginous protection. So literally, it heals the gut lining and makes it slippery, so stuff moves through better, particularly when it's damaged. Okay. All right. Here we go. Fennel seed.
I think you and I both just thought fentanyl.
I thought she was going to say that as well. I was like, that is crazy.
It's so wild we put that in there. Can you believe we put fentanyl in our
No, we did not.
Fennel seed? It sounds like corn to me. So I'm gonna guess that it just has a lot of fiber in it.
It reminds you of something to do with a carrot.
That's actually really good.
Like a seed, like a pumpkin seed.
No, that's actually good. Did you know that pumpkin seeds help you grow your hair?
Mm-hmm. Do people just eat pumpkin seeds a lot?
Yeah.
Yes.
Try and eat pumpkin seeds.
They clean the pumpkins and take out the seeds. Oh, they're so good for you. They're really healthy.
Yeah, they're good for hair growth.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
So you take them out and then you roast them and salt them and put them in your oven.
Oh,
So
you
good.
put a little bit of like cinnamon coating on them.
Love them. All right, so fennel seed.
Back to the topic.
I think of an animal like a ferret. Don't ask me why. Fennel seed. Anyway, it relieves bloating and promotes mucosal integrity.
Okay, when you say mucosal integrity, what do you mean though?
That means that the mucus in your intestinal tract, it makes sure that it's healthy. So it literally aids in healing your gut lining.
Okay, are we talking like mucus on the back of a frog coating, like keeps it stays mucus, or are we talking like boogies in the nose mucus?
I don't know the answer to that. It's the mucus that is on the lining of your intestinal tract.
Okay, so it's like on the back of a frog. This covers the skin, keeps it from drying out.
I think of like the nucleus. So like what's surrounding your brain cell.
Oh, you mean like
in a cell within your gut.
the nucleate? Yeah, the nuclear
It's like
the powerhouse. No,
it protects your gut.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just saying there's a lot of need apparently for the inside of the gut to be slippery. So
That makes sense.
All right. Licorice root.
Makes it taste bad? I don't know. Some people like licorice, and I don't understand them.
I love licorice.
I do too.
I don't understand either. Which is not good. I don't licorice root. I would assume it's in there for flavor. Pets. Like literal flavor. Maybe texture.
What do you think people think?
I think people would say that I think of like an actual piece of licorice. So it helps form this, all of the bacteria into one strand in your gut and helps the gut lining.
All right, it helps the gut lining. It rebuilds, literally rebuilds and protects the gut lining. Isn't that crazy? It rebuilt it.
See, you're doing better than me, Case. She's like, I don't know how.
All right, here we go. Ready? Burdock root.
I think of a bird. But take a swing.
I think of Babadook. Think that evil monster in the Babadook. Burdock? Burdock?
Burdock root.
Sounds like Murdoch. I don't know. Maybe linking up things that have been digested, like a dock is connected. Like docking.
You know when you walk through the woods
Yeah.
and you get those little burrs all over you stuck to you?
Yeah.
I feel like I think of a burr being created in your gut.
Oh, like it grabs
Maybe
all,
it stick to each other.
yeah, like it grabs all the nutrients and then causes it to stick where it's meant to stick. That's a good answer. That's a good thought. I like that train of thought. I'm gonna hop on it.
That's actually getting closer because do you know what exfoliating is?
Yes.
We had a conversation about this because it's
Do you
such a
not?
Define exfoliating. I feel like everyone,
does it.
well, I know because I went to a tanning salon and she asked me so many times. I said, yes, I've exfoliated. Not sure if I did.
It basically means to exfoliate basically means we lose skin cells every day, and that's all across our body. Exfoliation basically, but they don't go anywhere unless we come in contact with something. Like they'll fall off eventually, but exfoliation basically is in the places where they don't rub off, you are rubbing this dead skin that is always forming because your skin is like constantly pushing new skin out and just rub.
Yeah, I thought you were just pulling the bad bacteria out of your body by exfoliating, like a mask.
No, that's detox. And that's what the liver does naturally. The liver, the gallbladder, and the kidneys are all detox body organs.
So burdock root actually detoxifies
Oh,
so I think of exfoliation as like sloughing off, like using sandpaper to get it smooth. That's exfoliation, is to get the extras off that make it rough and make it nice and smooth. So, but this burdock root is a gentle detoxifier. And so it detoxifies your gut and also acts as a fertilizer for the healthy bacteria in your gut.
oh, so it aids the kidneys, the liver, the gallbladder in like getting rid of anything that is potentially poisonous and could kill you.
Yeah.
Wait, does that mean if I ground it up, it would work like charcoal, where I could use it to like neutralize poison? I'm gonna look at that. Like,
It's ground up when it's fermented with our product. So it comes as a powder. So I don't know what other things.
well, the reason I say is because a lot of people when charcoal toothpaste was a super, super, super big push back in like 2016, people who took medications couldn't use charcoal toothpaste because if you accidentally swallowed a little bit, it would nullify your medications.
Oh,
It was used in ancient China to fight against poison infestations.
okay. Next up, ladies, turmeric with curcumin.
Turmeric, you've told me, so I feel like this one I'm gonna have Casey answer.
Well, what do you think? Like, what would your friends say?
They would probably pick their favorite recipe they use turmeric in.
Oh,
They would say it's a cooking spice.
but it has really sensational health benefits too. So I take it as a supplement because it reduces inflammation. It's really good for your digestive health. It's really good to repair your stomach acids and the acids that we use to digest food,
Turmeric in the tum-tum.
but also repairs the gut lining, which is amazing, I think. Okay, next up, ready?
Yeah.
Trifala.
Sound like a water sport.
Sounds like a triathlon.
Sounds like you're saying trifalling.
Triathlon for our product.
Coffee grounds.
It has tri in it, which means there's something 3. So Fala, probably like triple.
Well, you're on the right track. It's actually three different herbs combined into one. But it balances elimination, which means that you are more likely to go to the bathroom more regularly. You have bowel movements, and it supports microbiota health. So it supports the health of the actual bacteria that are in your system. Isn't that crazy? Those are the primary ones. We've got a couple of other ones too, but
And those are all in our products.
these are all in our products. So the prebiotics, which are what we've been talking about, those herbs, all have their own separate function. And then they work with the 10 strains of bacteria, which, of course, that's the biota. That's the microbiome. That's the biome. That bacteria create that biome environment. So these not only have their own functions, but when they're fermented together with the bacteria, they create a product that heals and restores the human gut to where it's supposed to be from all the damage. Crazy.
Oh.
Okay, what do you think probably if you knew that the primary sources of imbalance in the human biome, particularly in people in the West, so in the United States, right, are chemicals, preservatives, and additives in food, because those are designed to keep bacteria from growing, which is why breads don't get moldy. But anything like when they can it, that preservation process to give it a longer shelf life, like how long does a Twinkie stay on the shelf?
Well, considering it's made in a factory on assembly line, and then it's vacuum sealed in food grade bags, and then from that factory, it is then shipped to probably a warehouse where it sits, and then from the warehouse, probably shipped out to a grocery
Will you
store.
check your phone? Check online. What's the shelf life of a Twinkie?
Why?
Okay. I'm just saying, so
A year.
I think it's 12 years. It's some crazy number.
Watch it be like, oh yeah, the shelf life of a Twinkie is it will outlive a nuclear blast. 45 days.
No, that's not
A
true.
significant increase from its original 26 days due to the recipe changes, like removing dairy and preservatives, though it's enjoyed fresh and texture taste decline after a period. Another person goes, do Twinkies actually live forever? And they go, no, only 45 days. And then there are other people, and then it looks like there is an entire Reddit subcommunity dedicated to how long a Twinkie actually lasts.
Yeah, I think they last a really long time.
So-
Anyway, the point is you have preservatives in food that make the food last longer, whether it's being canned or put in a jar, or it doesn't matter. So chemicals that are in our food, right? The hyper production of foods that we would normally use, so like flour and things like that, are being put in, and all of those are hyper processed already. So highly processed foods that have additives, preservatives, that kills off our biome in our system. Stress kills off the biome in our system. Lack of sleep and healthy sleep kills off your biome. Medications like antibiotics kill off the biome. So my age group, we had foods without preservatives, but your age group has never had that. You have never not had food with preservatives and additives. But what would you say?
Gone to like Italy.
Unless you've gone to like Italy, right? Where they have a third more diverse biome, because the more bacteria you have that's all different, the diversity, the healthier your gut is. And in the United States, we have a third less diversity than other countries. That's why people go and feel healthier when they're eating foods other they don't have the same things. Okay. What would you say is the first and foremost reason people in the United States experience gut issues, or what do you think of those reasons we listed cause the biggest issues?
I would say lack of access to actual good produce, which isn't something you put in there. I would say food deserts are a really big thing, a really big reason. So like inner city, most people don't have means to get to like large chain grocery stores, or people who don't, and who don't have like a car, or like the bus route doesn't take them there, and or like they have a bus route, but it doesn't make sense to go and pick up all these groceries. So usually you pick it up from like gas station stuff, but all gas stations usually have are like canned or processed food. So I think preservatives is really one of the big things, but it's just lack of access to like clean produce.
I don't think we have clean produce in our country, but that's just me. What do you think? And I'm talking about the reasons I listed. Of those, what would you say, maybe even you personally, what would you say affects you the most of those four that I said?
In general, I would say convenience. So it's fast food and it's produce.
Oh,
So
same as me.
yeah.
I think it's like a chain reaction. I think there's also a level of we're just so busy in our lives that it's easier and faster and more efficient to grab like fast food and eat that for lunch or for dinner rather than, I think it's something to be said that we have so many subscription plan based, grocery store delivery systems like Blue Apron, or, there's like Factor, or like, where it's all healthy food, but it's pre-prepared or it's just the ingredients, but like they're the right size that get mailed or shipped to you. Like, I think the convenience is really the big thing for it, of nobody just has, if it's not in your top 3 priorities, I think it's very easy to not have a healthy gut or a gut system, because you're prioritizing other stuff, and prioritizing your gut and health does have to be like a thing.
So do you think people would be surprised to know that this product of ours could literally potentially help them repair and restore their gut? Do you think people are surprised to find that out?
I think they question it.
I think there's a lot of like dissent-based questions of, with everybody becoming more aware of their own health and aware of more just what things they actually need and what things they don't. I think people are a lot more, or they're either getting really particular about what we put in our body. We're either getting really particular about what we're putting in our bodies or we're not. So I would say when people actually give something a try, like our product, and they find out it works, I think it is a surprise to them, because I think we're so used to just putting things into our body with the expectation that it will work, and it either does and we don't notice and we continue going on, or, it doesn't. You buy the thing and then it's supposed to make your life better, and then it doesn't, ends up being more of a hassle to do, and then you move on from it. I think that's more of what people are expecting with like supplements, of like, oh yeah, just take vitamin. I think people when it comes to supplements, we're so inundated with different supplements and different fix-its or cure-alls that when they actually try our product and it genuinely works, they're shocked by it.
I think you're right, though. I think you're right, Jane. I think people are shocked. I think you're both right. I think people are skeptical because they've been fed so much fake, this is effective, this will help you, particularly when it comes to your health, and also actually your weight. But I think you're right. I think they're skeptical, but I also think they're shocked when they try it and it really works.
Yeah, I think when they try Original Biome and it does work for them, how quick it works. Because me, personally, I like when things happen fast. Like typically want a quick fix. But then when you try this, you don't expect to feel more energized right away.
So we're gonna wrap up here. If you were going to tell people what you think the best thing about this product is, what would it be? The best thing about it, Jane?
I answered the last question. In case if you should answer it.
It doesn't taste very good.
If you don't mind apple cider vinegar, it's not bad tasting, but the amount of energy you feel within the 3 days of taking it, you wake up and you don't really know why you feel better, but it's your body telling you that it's starting to become healthy again. And you realize it in different ways. So sleep, getting more sleep. You realize it with the energy. You're motivated and your mind is more clear. And that happens so quick. You might go to the bathroom more, but it all happens so quickly. We're not used to that happening so quickly and actually feeling better because we never really knew what feeling better was.
That's a great answer. Janie?
I would say the best thing about the product is that you don't have to take it for the rest of your life. If you are actively trying to reset your life, like we talked about, where your gut health and your health in general is going to be in your top 3 priorities going forward. We're about to enter the new year. Maybe it's your New Year's resolution or whatever. The best part about the product is you can take it for the 30 or 60 days that you have the bottle for, depending on what size you buy. And it will lay the groundwork for something that will set you up for success for things like losing weight at the gym and clean eating, especially if you're doing all of them in tandem. I think it is just that extra thing your gut, like Casey said, you don't know what you're missing until you get it. So I think in terms of the long-term journey, yes, it's something that you can take a preventative measure, like the way we brush our teeth to prevent bacteria from decaying our teeth. You can continue to take it daily, but I think the best part about it is that you don't have to. You can just take it as you need it as well.
No, I think you have to continue to take it, and it will restore your body, but you can't just randomly.
Well, I mean, if you're changing your habits and you're going to the gym and you're clean eating, I don't know.
It's a jump start. I just don't want people to think they can buy it for 30 days and it'll fix their gut. That's not true. That you need to.
Right, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it will give you the foundation towards.
It'll start to.
Yeah, it'll give you a foundation of success. But just because you have a foundation, just because you lay the concrete in a house doesn't mean you have a house. I mean, do you have a slab of concrete? You still need to frame the walls,
Okay, so thanks for joining us. That's a wrap, folks, and we will see you on Gut Instinct. We'll see you next time.